Two easy victories over first and second division clubs Dumbarton and Stranraer. A tough match at Tannadice had to go into extra time, with Rangers getting the better of Dundee United by the odd goal in 5. And then it was time for a semi-final here at Hampden, and that was against St Johnstone.
So it's Houstra with the corner. Italy got it there. McCoist! Ali McCoist for Rangers! Here comes McPherson. Redford's with him. Durant. That's a good cross. Ali McCoist in there again! Well chested down there by Haitley, who was under pressure from Ingles. Here comes Ali McCoist again. McCoist! That was it! John Brown running into a bit of trouble, brings down Mascrat's a penalty kick. He was just inside the box. But it's Paul Wright who's looking for his 10th goal. He's already scored 2 penalties. He does it again.
Aberdeen cruised through their opening match against Arbroath, but they had a fright against Dunfermline in round 3, the only goal of the game being scored in extra time by Mixu Patalainen. An easier passage emerged against Falkirk, and then came a formidable-looking semi-final against Celtic.
So just under 5 minutes to half-time, and neither side will want to lose a goal here. Psychological moment. Mason's corner, and it's Ian Jess who finishes it off.
Well, let me tell you, one disappointed player this afternoon is Dutchman Peter Houstra. He's not in the Rangers lineup. Let's find out if he can enlighten us on that. He's trackside now with Ken McRobb.
Well, Peter, you must be disappointed. This is another cup final you're missing out on.
Yes, very disappointed. But yeah, what can you say? It's bad luck this time. I picked up a hamstring injury last week, so I was looking forward to this very much, but unfortunate, have to sit it out again.
Thank you very much indeed.
Disappointment for him, Charlie.
Yeah, very. I think after missing the last one also, and he was in the newspapers. How excited he was, so if he's picked it up during the week, it's very unlucky for him.
What do you make of it, Davey? It must be such a shattering blow. I mean, he was looking forward to it.
To miss a final like this, but I think it's Walter Smith. He must feel sorry for the amount of players he's got to pick.
He has to make the decision, yeah.
But when he gets the injury, that, as I say, it was in the papers this week, looking forward so much to the game. So it's a big blow to the boy.
I think, as you say, Davey, you know, Miller and Smith, they have tough decisions to make, and they've got to make them.
Certainly, there's so many players, top-class players there to pick from, and they can only pick 13 on the day, and it's them that's got the hard job, really.
And a Hampden final, I mean, you want to play in it, Charlie, don't you?
Oh, of course, there's nothing worse than being left out. You don't feel part of it in some strange way. Even although your team wins it, you might feel happy in a certain respect, but there's a certain bit inside you that you're not really taking part in it. So it's a hard one to suffer, yeah.
And in a way, you've been experiencing a bit of that yourself, Charlie, not being in the Celtic first team now and again. Yep. It's tough to take, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hard because although you see the boys maybe Monday to Friday, you're not seeing them on a Saturday. You don't really feel part of it. You honestly feel as if you're missing out, and it's hard to bear, especially when it goes over a period of time. Then you feel as if maybe you're not wanted in certain times, but you've just got to hang in there like everybody else and work away.
You're going with Aberdeen. Who will the key men be there, do you think?
I think now Jim Bett back, I think we're going forward, especially Jim Bett will give them that bit of flair and the passing ability. I think he's the main man for Aberdeen.
And with Rangers, Davey?
Obviously Ali McCoist, I think. He's the man they're going to have to watch. He's after my record today, so we'll be trying to get a couple of goals anyway.
OK, so you're staying with Rangers and you're staying with Aberdeen.
Definitely.
We will find out what happens. OK, well, let's go to the final. Let's now join our commentary team today. Summariser Gordon McQueen and match commentator Jerry McNee.
Well, a tremendous atmosphere building up here at the National Stadium, of course. This is the last time we'll see people standing in the terraces. The bulldozers move in tomorrow to start the refurbishment of the stadium. But let's have a look at the teams, the Rangers team there. Andy Gorham, of course, in goal, and Walter Smith standing by the men who beat Leeds United 2-1 the other night, and charging this side to win the trophy for a record 18th time. I think, Gordon, no doubt that Walter had to go with those particular men.
Yeah, well, I think as the lads in the studio mentioned there, I think it was made a lot easier for him with the injury that Peter Hoist just picked up, because I feel that he might just have played in the side today in place of Trevor Steven, who's still probably not quite 100% fit.
So let's have a look at the Aberdeen team now, and there's no doubt that manager Willie Miller has gone for the experience there, bringing back Jim Bett, Roy Aikens, and of course Grant, a formidable midfield man, and they'll certainly give Rangers a run for their money.
Yeah, well, that's a terrific forward line they've got. I think a surprise inclusion, Jim Bett playing in the middle of the park. He's played very little competitive football this year, but it must be a tremendous temptation for Willie Miller, knowing how influential a player Jim Bett can be.
So a tremendous atmosphere building up, and a big crowd down from Aberdeen, but of course the lion's share of tickets going to the Rangers fans who are out in terrific force this afternoon to will on their team. Of course, Rangers have never had all 3 trophies in the 6 years that Walter Smith has been with the club, and if they can pick this one up today of course it will be a big occasion for them.
Yeah, well, I think it's always great this such an early stage in the season to be, you win today and of course you qualify for Europe. You know, it's a tremendous incentive for both sides, but you just think about these Rangers supporters. Obviously, as you say, Jerry, the majority of the fans today, just how much it's costing them for their football nowadays. You know, with the Leeds game, Skull Cup finals, one big game after another.
So the 2 managers leading out to the teams to a tremendous roar. The Rangers fans on the Mount Florida terracing, and the Aberdeen fans on the Jockstein terracing salute their teams. Well, it's a fine afternoon here at Hampden Park. The sun shining through. Perfect conditions for football. Alec McLeish there, the Aberdeen captain, who's been through all of this so much before, of course. And Walter Smith, the Rangers manager, as I said, he won the Scottish Cup and the Premier Championship last season, and how dearly he would like to add the Skull League Cup. So the Rangers players break away towards their fans, and the Aberdeen team do likewise. So absolute bedlam now, especially from the Rangers fans under the cover there at the Mount Florida end. Well, it's another big day in the career of Richard Gough. The Ibrox skipper is looking for his 4th winners' medal in this tournament, having twice triumphed over the Dons, and he lifted the trophy as captain against Celtic 2 years ago, having scored the winning goal. And there's Alex McLeish, the Aberdeen captain. And today he plays in his 7th League Cup final. He'll be hoping to improve on a record which has brought him just 2 winners' medals and 4 as runner-up. This has been an important stage for him over the years. So the large crowd here, capacity crowd, all-ticket crowd of some 46,000 settling down. And the referee this afternoon, Mr. Douglas Hope from Erskine, who celebrates his 48th birthday. Let's hope he has a good match. He, of course, handled the Scottish Cup final between Rangers and Airdrie here last May. So it will be Aberdeen to kick off. The referee just checking his watch one more time. And the 47th League Cup final gets underway. Now, this is the 31st time that the clubs have met in the tournament. Rangers winning 17 to Aberdeen's 10. There have been 3 draws. And in fact, the 5th time in 6 seasons they've met in the competition. And it's the 4th final in that same period. So they're well known to one another. But remarkable changes for Rangers from the 1989 final between the clubs. Walter Smith has had to make vast changes. The likes of Woods, Monroe, Wilkins, Butcher, Johnson, Walters, all gone, and Ian McCall. It just gives you an indication of the changes. Aberdeen, though, still hanging on to a number of their players from that occasion. So there's John Brown getting the touch. And Alec McLeish with the early pass back, which Nelders, of course, will have to boot clear. And almost straight to Ali McCoy. Well, the nerves showing already. There's Robertson, the former Aberdeen player, playing it through to Durant. Now it's McCoist. Durant again. Flipping it through, looking for Ian Ferguson. Mixu Patalainen was back there, and he's conceded the free kick. He pleads his case there, but the referee was right up with the play, and this is a dangerous moment here for Aberdeen.
Yeah, I think Patalainen feels he's a little hard done by there, knocking in Ferguson over, and then we've got a very dangerous situation here. You're only 23, 24 yards from goal.
So Theo Snelders getting things organised there. An early test for the Aberdeen keeper. You see a number of Rangers players just out of shot, lurking over the ball. Ian Ferguson's there, who can fairly wallop them. But it's Ali McCoy's coming in. Well, he got plenty of power into it, and the second attempt going high and wide. Ali McCoy's with 25 goals to his name this season. Well, he's obviously unhappy about something like that.
Yeah, it was a good solid strike here by Ali McCoy's, but good defending by Aberdeen. The Wolves stood their ground, brave, stood up to the shot, and they get cleared eventually.
Richard Goff climbing high for Rangers. It's returned there by Jim Bett. This is Ian Jess being shadowed by his former teammate David Robertson. It's cut out by John Brown. And you can just see traces of nerves in the early exchanges. Here comes David Winnie now for Aberdeen. Paul just in play. This is Jess again. Nice little turn by Jess. It's blocked by Brown. It breaks now to Roy Aitken. McCall, who got a little deflection onto that ball. It's picked up now by Ian Ferguson. Switch to Ian Durant, who had such a fine game last Wednesday against Leeds United. They'll be hoping to emulate that this afternoon. David Robertson. So it's Gary Smith deep in his own half. Stephen Wright. Long one there for Jess to chase, but Camley headed back by Richard Goff.
Big Roy Aitken, I mean, who's been given a nice warm reception from the Rangers fans here today. I think you'll find that he'll just sit on the right-hand side of midfield today to try and check Durant and make sure Robertson doesn't make those runs forward, which he's so good at.
But, headed clearance there by Alec McLeish climbing above Haitley, and of course that'll be a feature of this afternoon's battles as well. So the throw in to the Dons, midway inside their own half. It's Stephen Wright, just 22 years of age, to take it. Shearer down the line for Jess, but John Brown had plenty of time there. McPherson getting a little touch on Trevor Stephen, but it's picked up now by Grant. The offside flag goes up against Aberdeen. Mitsu Patalainen straying forward. Finnish international striker. This is John Brown. Long one there for Haitley, and Robertson's in there as well, using his tremendous pace. Well, what a chance there for Rangers, but really the Aberdeen defence should have shut him down. And that was excellent play by Gary Smith, who cleared the initial danger. He remained very calm indeed. David Robertson galloping forward there and really catching out the Aberdeen defence. There seemed to be no trouble at all for them. So Aberdeen can thank the cool head of 21-year-old Gary Smith. So just over 5 minutes gone here at Hampden Park. And still no scoring. Patalainen failing to keep that one in play. Well, here's the incident as Robertson come rushing through.
Yeah, and surprisingly enough, it's the experienced players that have let Aberdeen down here. Snelders and Alec McLeish getting in something of an tangle there, and young Gary Smith eventually clears the danger. That was a little bit of a let-off for them. No real danger when Robertson broke forward.
So here come Rangers again, and again it's David Robertson. This is Ian Durant. Trevor Stephen has drifted into the middle. Gary Smith just letting the ball run through to his goalkeeper. Well, it's his first cup final, and from a defensive point of view he did extremely well there just a few moments ago. Here he is again. Driving it forward, looking for Shearer, but the ball drifting out of play for the throw-in to Rangers. And you can see the sunshine streaming down in that area of the pitch, and the Gorham was wearing a cap to keep the sunlight out of his eyes. That's Hitley getting the touch for Rangers to Trevor Stephen. Nice switch of play there to Ian Durant. Ian Ferguson running through there, but Robertson it is in support. David Robertson striking that one with his left foot. Rangers' only ever-present player this season.
It was a nice little build-up that by Rangers. It was a delightful cross-field pass by Trevor Stephen. And David Robertson eventually gets a shot in on target, but not enough power to trouble Theo Sneldorf.
Richard Goff clearing it. Goes just beyond Bet. It's returned by Stephen Wright. This is Mixer Patalainen. And he's fouled by David McPherson. Well, I remember in the league game at Ibrox, Patalainen was fouled by McPherson. It led to Roy Aitken scoring the opening goal, although Rangers were to go on and win that game by 3 goals to 1. I wonder if that's a bit of an omen. Alex McLeish moving forward there, being shadowed by Mark Haitley. So it's left to Jim Bett, and it's Haitley on his own 6-yard line, clearing the initial danger, but only as far as David Winnie. He's closed down by McCall, and Aberdeen have the throw just in a line with the Rangers penalty area. Well, McLeish still up there. It's headed away though by Goff, turned by Grant, and Trevor Stephen it is who concedes the throw-in. Well, Aberdeen keeping the ball deep inside Rangers territory. Patalainen is a bit of a long throw specialist. McLeish is still lurking in there in the 6-yard area. It's aimed in his direction. Headed away though by John Brown. Ian Ferguson got a little touch to McCoy's, and he was dumped to the ground by David Winnie.
I think we'll find Aberdeen in this game, or Rangers in particular defensively in this game, try to close down on the width that Aberdeen get, because there's an obvious aerial threat with Shearer and Mixer Patalainen, and they could cause plenty problems if Aberdeen get good quality crosses into the box.
So it's Goff's free kick aimed at Haitley. McLeish wins it again though. It's returned by Robertson, and it's a throw to Aberdeen. Well, Rangers scored 16 goals on the way to this final, losing just 3. Aberdeen scored 10 and conceded just the 1. So an impressive defensive record from Aberdeen. And here they come through Mixer Patalainen. Now it's Roy Aitken. Stephen Wright is running in support. They're going on a bit of a decoy run. Grant clips it forward. It's headed away though by John Brown. This is Ian Durant now for Rangers. To McCoist. Referee letting play go on. Rangers advantage. A high one there from Robertson. Haitley's in there. McCoist putting right under pressure. But again, it's Gary Smith keeping calm. John Brown above Ian Jess. Whipped away there by Robertson. Picked up now by McLeish for Aberdeen. Stephen Wright. And John Brown read that situation well for Rangers. McLeish's header. Betts in there with McCall. Rich to McCoist. This is Ferguson. Stephen to Goff. Good play by Rangers. McPherson finding a little bit of space out there on the right-hand side. Leaves it now to Trevor Stephen. McCall, Stephen again. The ball runs harmlessly behind for the goal kick, but a nice passing move there by Rangers, knocking it about confidently. So just over 10 minutes played here at Hampden Park. Rangers 0, Aberdeen 0. Rangers 17 times winners of the trophy from 23 final appearances. In fact, they've played in 9 of the last 11 finals, winning 7 of them. It is a remarkable record. Aberdeen have won the trophy on 4 occasions. Ian Durant failing to keep that in play. It's a throw to Aberdeen. Roy Aitken is in a hurry to get on with things. This is Stephen Wright aiming the high one at Patalainen. In comes Ian Jess. Well, Richard Goff did well there, under threat from Duncan Shearer. Now it's Robertson for Rangers to McCall. Robertson again. Good play by Robertson, getting away from Aitken. This is Ian Ferguson to McPherson. Ian Durant, nice little turn by Durant. The gap opens up, it's Durant, but he's blocked there by Stephen Wright. And now a chance for Aberdeen to counter-attack. It's Ian Jess, he might want too long in the ball here with Ian Ferguson snapping away at his heels. That's Stephen Wright. Cut out by Goff. This is Brown. To McCall. McCoy's closed down by McLeish. And it's a throw-in to Rangers. McCoy's closely watched there by the big Aberdeen centre-back. Here comes Ferguson for Rangers, looking for Haitley. It breaks away though to Brian Grant. Mitsu Patalainen. Through now for Shearer. And they got him committing himself. Well, Gorham has taken the bonnet off. The sun has gone down. A few clouds rolling in above Hampden Park.
Actually, just as well he was on his toes there, Jerry, because Shearer found an awful lot of space in that Ibrox defence there.
Oh, that's good play by Stuart McCall. Nice little dummy by Durant. Ferguson getting the ball at his right foot. Oh, it smacks off the post. Well, Ian Ferguson hitting a tremendous shot there, but it was some delightful play as well. It all began with McCall getting the ball to Durant, a lovely little dummy there, and then Ferguson with a right foot shot. Snelder's had the hook with it at all, and coming back off the post.
Oh, what a tremendous strike it was. I'm just surprised that the post still standing, because he really thundered that one against the post. It's a lovely little build-up again by Rangers. But this Hampden surface is conducive to playing good football. In great condition, Hampden Park. And both teams knocking the ball about and playing some lovely stuff.
Durant's in there again. The referee getting in his way. So that's a good clearance by Stephen Wright. McCall plays it to McCoy, to Durant. Some lovely close play here by Rangers. What? Oh, it's McCall! Stuart McCall! What a blunder in the Aberdeen defence. 13 minutes gone. Ian Durant coming through there.
Well, once again, a great surging forward run being Durant. I think it's David Winnie comes off his foot. Theo Snelders could not handle that because of the pass back low. Sticks his leg out, Winnie comes back. Snelders' chest control lets him down. Falls to Stuart McCall, and no problem for him not into the back of the net. And probably a deserved first goal for Rangers, because they've been playing some great stuff in the last 10 minutes.
Well, David Winnie it was who stabbed the ball back towards his own goalkeeper. But some delightful play there by Ian Durant as well. So Rangers 1, Aberdeen 0. Well, I remember Theo Snelders being involved in the loss of a bad goal a few years ago here against Rangers, down in the other goal mouth. But again, the pass-back rule causing all kinds of problems. Stuart McCall snatching his third goal of the season. He doesn't score many, but that was really an important one.
Yeah, and I don't think it'll be the last one in this game either. It's been a really open attacking game so far, and I'm quite sure Stuart McCall's goal won't be the winner.
So it's Gary Smith. It's a long one to Patalainen. It's swept away by Goff. Haitley fouled up by Smith. The Rangers have the free kick. And Gary Smith will be disappointed with things in this his first final after that very good early clearance by him. But he could only stand and look on horrified there. Well, that's 15 minutes gone. Rangers leading by 1-0. And Rangers fans in full cry. Rangers had a real test of character the other night. Now Aberdeen have won, but it's Ian Jess getting away from Richard Goff. Will he go it alone here? Oh, terrific stop by Andy Gorham. Mixu Patalainen was on the far side. There's Patalainen again. Well, a terrific stop there by Andy Gorham. He's one of the best shot stoppers in the game.
Yeah, well, initial mistake by Richard Goff, and I think Patalainen raging with Jess there because he felt he should have squared it across the box and he would have had an empty net, but it was nevertheless a fabulous save from Andy Gorham.
Here's Ali McCoist. That one goes well wide of target. Just a little bit subdued at the moment is Ali McCoist, but how often have we seen that beaming smile from him this season? He really is well on course to beat the 39 goals he scored last season. 25 already this time around in 20 games. It's quite remarkable. So Richard Goff will want to make up for that slip against Ian Jess. This is Grant playing it through. It's well cut out by John Brown. Trevor Stephen back to Brown, who's galloping out of defence, running into trouble in the shape of Alec McLeish there. But he's Ian Ferguson. He's well challenged by Jim Bett. Now it's Grant switching the play to Winnie. Can Aberdeen respond? Jess is in there again. David Roberts under a bit of pressure. The offside flag had gone up just below the main stand, but the referee allowing play to go on. So it's Ian Durant breaking forward. This is McCall. Looking for Durant again, it's headed away by Winnie. That was Bett getting the touch to Brian Grant. Patalainen against McPherson. He switches it through to Grant again. Well, Roy Aikens a bit of space out on the right side of the field, that's where it's played. Patalainen calling for it, but that's too close to the goalkeeper. Well, Roy Aitken had made a bit of space there, but took no real advantage from it. I think he was trying to angle it in towards Patalainen. You can see he's disappointed there. That's Stephen Wright. Cut out by Robertson.
David Robertson's had a magnificent start to the game, and in actual fact he's probably been Rangers' best attacking player. Already knocked one across an empty goal, had a shot on target and made one or two very good runs forward.
Walter Smith, the Rangers manager, down there on the track side, sharing instructions to his players. They must be well pleased with the start Rangers have made. Well, a bit of a misunderstanding there between Hateley and Durant. An exchange of views between the two of them, but it's a throw-in to Aberdeen, which is quickly taken. McLeish sending it forward, it's cut out by Goff. This is Durant to Ferguson. And they're just a wee bitty casual there, but they get it clear. Hateley was trying to get away from McLeish, and the referee awards the free kick to Aberdeen.
Yeah, I think Hateley was just him leaning into Alec McLeish there, making sure Alec McLeish never got a clear header at the ball, and referee Dougie Hope quite right there, awarding Aberdeen a free kick.
Well, Roy Aitken looks as though he might need a bit of treatment. The referee has gone over to have a look at the player, the Aberdeen trainer coming on. Roy Aitken taking a knock to his thigh. So 20 minutes gone now. Well, last season Rangers won all 3 games at Pittodrie, 2 in the Premier League and 1 in the Scottish Cup, but Aberdeen came to Glasgow and were unbeaten, taking 3 points out of a possible 4 at Ibrox. In fact, Rangers' last victory here in Glasgow over the Dons was in May of last year when they clinched the championship in the match at Ibrox Stadium. Well, Willie Miller there, the Aberdeen manager, with Drew Jarvie, and happily from Aberdeen's point of view, Roy Aitken has recovered. Willie Miller in his first final as a manager, shouting instructions there to his players. Trevor Stephen having to jump over the challenge there, and he wins the free kick from David Winnie. So David McPherson over the ball, he's waiting for Richard Goff to tie a lace, and he floats forward the free kick for Rangers. Headed away by Gary Smith, picked up now by Shearer. Looking for Jess, but Andy Gorham, reading the situation, goes right out of his box. Not the best of clearances, although it found a teammate. That could have been troublesome. But here come Rangers again. Robertson's breaking in the left. He's closed down now by Wright. And that was the challenge going in from Alec McLeish. Good tackle on Ian Durant. So the throw in quickly taken.
Yeah, it was a bad pass back to give any midfielder, especially when Alec McLeish is roaring in like that. A terrific tackle at the end of the day.
Well, meanwhile, a free kick has been awarded to Rangers just outside the area. The Aberdeen players are unhappy about it. And the referee is laying down the law here. Well, certainly several Aberdeen players clustering round the referee when he gave that decision. And Gary Smith left in no doubt. Another one out of place, and it'll be a yellow card. So this is a really testing moment now for Theo Snelders and his defenders. Ian Durant it is who's hovering over the ball. He plays it to John Brown. Well, a real chance there for John Brown. You can see the look in his face. He should have done better.
Yeah, found a bit of space there. I think the Aberdeen defence expect Ian Durant to try and curl this when he lays it across the edge of the box, and John Brown just scuffs it a bit past the post.
And John Brown, who of course was recently called into the Scotland squad for the match against Portugal. It's cut out by Gary Smith. Now it's Stephen Wright. Putting it forward, looking for Shearer. It's missed by Shearer and Goff there. Roy can just failing to keep that one in play, and he's still, I think, suffering a bit from that thigh knock he took. I just wonder if he'll be able to complete this match. Rhys Richardson and Scott Booth are on the bench. This is Shearer for Aberdeen. Challenged there by Ian Ferguson. Now it's Robertson. The high one for Haitley. McLeish is with him. McLeish does well. Followed by Stephen Wright. The ball drifts out for the throw-in. Two Rangers tight in against their own corner flag. Well, there's activity down there on the Aberdeen bench. I said a few moments ago, Roy Aitken might struggle a bit, and you can see there that Lee Richardson is warming up. Well, Aberdeen will have to reorganise. He's more of a left-sided player. So it's McLeish now for Aberdeen to Jim Bett. Of course, Jim Bett, having missed the last 6 matches, we've got to question his match fitness as well. It's Gary Smith almost running into a bit of trouble, but he gets the ball to Brian Grant. It's Winnie laying it off to Smith. Cut out by Robertson. Trevor Stephen. Ferguson to Durant. Played through now, looking for Haitley. And Snelders coming right to the edge of the area. Well, Aberdeen have really got to try and assert themselves here. And the loss of another goal, I think, would be just too much for them to pull back. Two Rangers players getting into a tangle there, Stephen and Goff. It's Mixu Patalainen for Aberdeen. And Andy Gorham happy to let that one float right across his goal. And out it goes for the throw-in with 25 minutes played. And now we will have the substitution. Roy Aitken limping off. Well, what a disappointing afternoon for the former Celtic player. Off he goes. He'll be bitterly disappointed. And on comes Lee Richardson, who cost £150,000 from Blackburn Rovers. So a bit of reorganisation going on. And an early touch for the substitute. He leaves it now to Jim Bett. This is David Winnie. Brian Grant has switched to the right side of midfield. He's just in front of Alec McLeish. McLeish stepping inside Durant. Putting it through, looking for Patalainen, but easily handled by Andy Gorham. So Richardson sitting just inside Jim Bett, making the challenge there on Ferguson. This is David Robertson for Rangers. Through to Durant. Haitley. Oh, they're all over the place again. It's Ali McCoist. Oh, and that's a brilliant stop by Theo Snelders at full stretch. Some delightful play initially by Ian Durant.
Yeah, if the Aberdeen midfield don't get a grip of Ian Durant, they're going to be in serious trouble here, because he's beginning to run the shows. I love a little bit of football here. Falls to Ali McCoist, strikes well, and a good save by Theo Snelders. But Ian Durant's beginning to run things in the middle of the park, and everyone knows what a good player he is.
Meanwhile, Aberdeen have won the throw-in. And it's Ian Jess. Good ball into the middle, and well intercepted by Richard Gough, who's taken a knock as he collided with Shearer. Great defending by the Rangers captain. But a delightful ball played into the middle for Shearer. Meanwhile, Richard Gough receiving some treatment, but that's the type of ball that Aberdeen must get into the box, Gordon.
Yeah, it was a terrific cross by Ian Jess, particularly when you've got players like Shearer and Patalainen. As we mentioned earlier, they're two players that have very good aerial ability, but at the end of the day it was terrific defending by Richard Gough, and he got a knock in the face for his troubles. But thankfully for Rangers, he's back up and okay again. Great defending there by Richard Gough. Took a bang in the nose, but he's back up again.
So the match restarts with the corner kick, and upward one for the goalkeeper, and well taken again by Andy Gorham. Well, he's done well for Rangers in this first half. He's got 10 shutouts in 18 games this season, and a goalkeeper of the highest quality. That's McLeish getting in the header. And Jess battling away again there. Jess has certainly worked very hard for Aberdeen in this first half, but caught napping there by Ian Ferguson. Ian Ferguson won a few balls in that type of situation. He's closing people down quickly, pouncing at every opportunity. But now Aberdeen have the throw-in. Stephen White to take it. He was born in Bellshill, but he's living now in the colours of Aberdeen. Ian Jess solidly challenged. Well, would you believe it, the ball has come right into the commentary box. I tell you, that takes a bit of doing. I think Gordon was tempted to go for that one.
I'm just glad you never went for it, Jerry. They never got it back.
So the match to restart with the throw-in. So it's David Winnie for Aberdeen. Stephen Wright crossing it in. Jim Betts on the far side. It's in the downward header, but there's no one there to take advantage. Well, Jim Bett, of course, has won medals here with both Rangers and Aberdeen. Laid off by Shearer, picked up by Bett. Patalainen giving chase, and a good challenge by David McPherson. So that's half an hour gone. Rangers are leading by 1-0. Stuart McCall after 13 minutes. After a mistake in the Aberdeen defence, David Winnie had played the ball back to his goalkeeper, who couldn't handle it, and McCall pounced. Here come Aberdeen, but it's Haitley doing some stout defending. Patalainen gets another chance at it. Haitley's in there again. The overhead kick from Grant. McLeish battling for it. In comes Jess. And again, it's Andy Gorham to Rangers' rescue. And it's a goal kick, says the referee. And again, Andy Gorham reacting well. A very brave goalkeeper indeed.
Yeah, the side's a little bit more encouraging for Aberdeen. They're beginning to put the Rangers under a little bit of pressure there at the back. And just a near thing again for them.
Willie Miller, the Aberdeen manager. Last time Aberdeen won the cup here 3 years ago, he was the captain, but more responsibility in his shoulders now. And this is Ali McCoist for Rangers. Finding Trevor Stephen. Stephen taking on Winnie. And the ball goes behind for the goal kick. Trevor Stephen has had to battle against injuries since coming back from Marseille. He went on the outside of the defender there, but just couldn't get any angle on the ball, and it drifted behind for the goal kick.
Yeah, I think since the departure of David Robertson from Aberdeen to Rangers, that's been something of a problem position for Aberdeen. But David Winnie seems to have settled into that role lately and made the position his own, and he certainly had a good first half here today.
Stephen Wright sending it forward to Ian Jess. Jim Betts racing through the middle. So too is Shearer. Patalainen's lurking there as well. Still Jess getting away from Richard Gough. Shearer's in there, so too is Betts. But some stout defending by McCall. It's still not cleared up. Here's Lee Richardson. In comes Winnie. And the ball goes out of play for the throw to Aberdeen. Well, Aberdeen lifting the pace of the game again. And they really will have the time running away from them in this first half, as they trail by a goal to nil. So again, it's Mixu Patalainen. You see the determination all over his face. The high one into the middle. It's headed away by Gough. Picked up now by Jim Bett. This is Richardson. Switching it to Winnie. And McLeish is pushing well forward here, trying to get his team going, but Mark Catley back with him there, watching him all the way. Again, Aberdeen have the throw in, but Alec McLeish, just like Richard Gough did against Leeds last week, trying to lift his team, pushing forward all the time. Another long throw from Patalainen. A bit of nudging and pushing going on there. There's a Richardson shot that was blocked. It's headed on by Grant, looking for Betts. This is David Robertson now. And the ball goes out for the throw to Aberdeen. So the Dons keeping on the pressure here. Played through to Shearer. And the ball goes over for the corner kick. Well, Aberdeen now must really feel they have a chance of an equaliser. They're making more and more of an impression in this game. And it's David Winnie who's switched over to the right to take it. McLeish again inside the box. Patalainen's in there as well. Again, it's Haitley. And the shot going in from the substitute Lee Richardson. Now still looking for his first goal for Aberdeen, and this afternoon would be a good time to do it.
Yeah, David Winnie tries to dink this one into the near post. Rangers clear it out to Lee Richardson, but unlike Gary McAllister midweek, that one went sailing over the bar, not into the top corner of the net.
Walter Smith, despite the fact his team are in the lead, is looking rather agitated. McPherson clipping it forward, looking for McCoist. Swept away by Jim Bett, cut out by John Brown. Not one of the most effective clearances there by John Brown, but again he's had a good solid game for Rangers in the heart of the defence this afternoon. Nice little back heel there from Jim Bett to Richardson. Cut out by Trevor Stephen, and that's a very late challenge, and that will certainly be a word of warning for the Aberdeen player. Been very late there, and the referee in fact has decided it is a yellow card offence.
Yeah, I think this warranted more than a word of warning for Dougie Hope. No question about it, a booking here, a very rash challenge indeed by Lee Richardson. Unfortunate in the first instance, he'll try to slide the ball in through Trevor Stevens. Trevor Stevens blocked it, and a rush of blood to Richardson's head, and he went in and just, well, set Trevor Stevens sprawling.
Referee Douglas Hope is one of the more patient referees, but he had no alternative there really. So it's Alec McLeish for Aberdeen, headed on by Shearer, cut out by Brown. He plays it to Robertson. Poor clearance there, which was cut out by Grant. Stephen Wright running into trouble. The Rangers have got a bit of space on here. It's Trevor Stephen. Good play by Stephen. Ian Durant. And pursued all the way by Grant. Patalainen deep in his own half of the field, flipping it forward to Ian Jess. Richard Goff sticking to the task, and well, Jess will perhaps be booked here for dissent. The referee's calling him over. He might get away with a word of warning, but referees have been told that any form of dissent and a yellow card must be shown.
It'd be a great shame here. I think he's just going to get off with a warning from Dougie Hope, because Ian Jess has had a splendid first half and has been certainly Aberdeen's most dangerous attacker.
So a word of warning there from the referee. Off sending it forward, it's all the way through to Hateley, and Rangers win the corner kick. Well, again the holes appearing in the Aberdeen defence, and Hateley running onto that ball very easily indeed. He had no real support in the middle, and they'd be quite pleased to take the corner kick. Richard Goff and David McPherson moving forward to the edge of the area. It's played short though to Trevor Stephen. Headed away by Smith, it's McCall. Well, a complete miscue, the ball's still in play though. Headed down by Trevor Stephen. Kept in play by Ian Durant. This is Ian Ferguson, stepping away from Richardson, taking on Winnie. Nice little backheel flick there to Trevor Stephen. And McPherson's header drifting behind for the goal kick.
A nice little bit of football once again by Rangers. Trevor Stephen looks up, sees David McPherson in the middle, but David McPherson just gets under the ball a little bit and bounces off the top of his head.
So just over 7 minutes left till the interval, and Rangers leading by a goal to nil. McCall in there battling for it. It's picked up now by Stephen Wright for Aberdeen. Put out by Durant. What a power of work he's got through this afternoon. Deep inside his own half now. Flipping it forward there to Trevor Stephen, taking the return. He really is orchestrating things well. Well, he's taken out of the play, but the referee allowing it to go on. Allowing the advantage to Rangers, and it comes off. McCall did well there. This is Hateley. Ferguson, Durant's back in his feet. Played across now to McPherson. He leaves it now to Durant. Ferguson. Everyone inside the Aberdeen half except Gorham. As Robertson tries to find the opening, and Duncan Shearer it was who conceded the corner kick. Well, again, anxious moments for Theo Snelders and his defenders. Richard Goff moving forward there to into the area. And as Ian Durant comes across to take this corner. Goff taking up station at the near post. McPherson's in there as well, along with Hateley. And it's Mitchell Patalainen who sweeps it clear. And it's left to David McPherson. Nice little turn there by Trevor Stephen. Hateley's in there, so it is McCoy. Ian Durant! Oh well, that was a real chance, and Ian Durant knows it. He really should have buried that one.
Yeah, another good cross from Trevor Stephen here, wide and the right. Just a little flick, I think, with Gary Smith, falls to Ian Durant, and he really controls this really well, goes right over the ball. But unfortunately for Ian Durant, just slipped past the post.
Well, Ian Durant has 4 goals this season, 1 in the Skull Cup competition. Well, that really could have put Aberdeen in all kinds of trouble. So 40 minutes played, Rangers 1, Aberdeen 0. Here comes David Robertson again, taking on Alec McLeish. The ball comes off the big centre back and goes behind for the corner to Rangers. And again a huge roar coming from the covered end of Hampden. Again it will be Ian Durant to take the corner. This time it's a short one to McCall. Tees it up for Ian Ferguson. It was blocked there by Jim Bett. Chance now for Aberdeen to counter-attack. Grant plays it through to Bett. Shearer's away to his left. Jess is breaking through the middle. Aberdeen pouring players forward here, but Shearer leaves it now to Richardson. The referee again running into a bit of trouble there. The game being played at a ferocious pace. McPherson trying to play it through to McCoy, but McCoy would have been in an offside position and trying to run onside there, but the whole thing broke down. Gary Smith playing it to Stephen Wright. Long one for Shearer to chase. This is Ryan Grant. Patalainen. And a disappointing end to the move. Well, the former Dundee United man has done well for Aberdeen this season with 7 goals so far, 3 of them in this competition. And certainly worth the £400,000 that Willie Miller paid for him, but not one of his better efforts there. Again, Willie Miller shouting instructions to his players. So just under 3 minutes of this first half left. Rangers leading by a goal to 0. John Brown was under a bit of pressure there. It breaks now to Ian Jess. Is he the man that can lift Aberdeen? Well, again, some good defensive work by Ian Ferguson, who's covered a lot of ground here this afternoon. Back inside his own 6-yard area there. The second clearance coming from Richard Goff. It's returned though by Richardson. Cleared there by McPherson. The touchdown from McCoy to Stephen. That's good vision by Trevor Stephen. He spotted McCall in a bit of space there, but he was quickly closed down. Rangers though retain possession. It's John Brown. Trevor Stephen laying it off again. Brown playing it into space here for McCall. And Rangers win the throw-in.
Yeah, I think both managers at half-time will be looking for the defences to tighten up a bit, because it's surprisingly so. I mean, 2 very strong defences, but they've looked a little bit shaky at times in this first half. But in saying that, that might be a bit negative saying that, because some of the outfield play has been terrific from both sides.
So it's Aberdeen trying to get forward here. It's cut out by Richard Goff. And again, he and Jess giving him some problems. Jess has battled game late in this first half. This is David Robertson. And the referee shakes his head. There says no foul as Aberdeen push forward to Stephen Wright. This is Jess. He's surrounded by Rangers players. And it was nipped away from him there by Ian Durant. That's Trevor Stephen. You think about it, Rangers have got over £3 million worth of players on the bench, and Dale Gordon and Alexei Mikhailichenko. It does show you that the strength of the Rangers squad. So we're inside the final minute of this first half. David Robertson for Rangers. The high one in for Haitley. It's intercepted there by McLeod. Swept away by Patalainen, again deep in his own half. This is Richard Goff. Again it's aimed at Haitley. Cleared by McLeish, only as far as McCall. He's blocked there by Richardson. And the ball goes out of play. Now the referee awarding it Aberdeen's way. So just about 15 seconds left according to my stopwatch as Stephen Wright takes the throw. It's aimed at Jess. He's quickly closed down by Brown. This is Lee Richardson switching it to Winnie. Patalainen's ahead of him. Persson going in there and Patalainen. And there goes the half-time whistle. So applause ringing round the stadium from the Rangers fans, Aberdeen fans who are right behind their team. There's the man who put Rangers ahead after 13 minutes after a mistake in defence. So the half-time score here at Hampden Park: Rangers 1, Aberdeen 0.
Charlie, your thoughts in the first half?
I think Rangers probably deserved the lead, but just shaded it. But Aberdeen have played well, particularly Ian Jess, I think, has been really dangerous. But I think they've come into the game a bit more, but if Rangers score another, I think there's trouble.
Yeah, I think so, Davey.
Yeah, it seems a very tense match. So it started that way, both teams just feeling each other out. But I think the midfield area now, Rangers have begun to take over a wee bit. Ian Durant in particular is beginning to run the game. But as Charlie says, Aberdeen really need to get the ball to the boy Jess, because he is the one who could turn it for them.
Yes. Well, as early as the 4th minute, Charlie, David Robertson, he's caused a few problems for Aberdeen. Yep. He pressed down the left here.
He's got tremendous pace, as you see. He just glides on the back there. ball across the goal, and young Gary Smith's just done the clever thing and knocked it out of the park. But he's got great pace, he's a great outlet for them, and he's been a very good buy indeed for Rangers.
I think Ian Ferguson is a constant threat, isn't he, Davy?
Yeah, certainly with his shooting ability. The whole game, he's been looking for free kicks and things, and he comes up with an absolute peach. A strike from outside the box. I actually thought he left it too late here, it was going to get blocked, but he hit it at the last minute, and tremendous strike. Theo Snilders was nowhere near it.
Would have been some goal had that gone in.
Oh, tremendous.
Charlie, what about the goal then? Poor David Winnie was kind of caught in two minds, wasn't he? He didn't know what to do. Yeah,
it's upsetting for the player, you know. I mean, Stuart McCall's involved in the build-up. It's a nice build-up. Durant gets a bit of freedom again, and then Winnie's just knocked it back accidentally. It's not meant, but Theo's obviously in the position. He doesn't know where to catch, whether it's deliberate or not.
Could Snelders have done anything else, Charlie?
No, I know you mentioned that maybe he could have punched it, but I think keepers now are reacting. They're worrying. They're more concerned about the problem of catching the ball, what they're going to do with it. So they're trying to take it out now, and a lot of them are getting caught. Unfortunately, if it's against you, everybody's saying, "Oh, this is a horrible rule," but I think it works.
You rightly mentioned, Davy, that Jess could be a key man for Aberdeen this afternoon. He almost equalised for the Dons, didn't he?
Yes, he's looking very sharp. He's the one player in the Aberdeen ranks today. It's really looks pacey and very sharp. He done very well here, but Andy Gorham stood his ground and made a tremendous save. But he's the one for me that if Aberdeen are going to get anything, it could come from him.
And again, of course, who else other than Ali McCoy? I mean, he could be a threat in the second half as well, Charlie. Came close in the first half.
Yeah, he's been fairly quiet, but that's typical Ali. He's liable to bust in with a goal. Durant again getting space here. Fires it unexpectedly, takes it first time, and this is what McCoy gets a lot of his goals from. Keepers are always waiting, and maybe he'll take a touch and suddenly he'll fire it in before you're thinking. It's a fine effort, keeps it down well. Only probably a good goalkeeper like Theo would react to that.
What will Willie Miller be saying, do you think, Davey, at half time?
Well, I'll be trying to G them up. He'll be trying to get the ball into the box a bit more. The boy Shearer's been fairly quiet just now. They'll be trying to get it in and hopefully get a break, and maybe Ian Jess get on the end of it.
Yes, indeed. OK, well, we'll take another short break. Join us again here at Hampden in a couple of minutes.
Back to Hampden Park, the second half just about to get underway. Referee Douglas Hope just checking his watch, looking up towards the linesman, and it will be Rangers to kick off, defending their one-goal lead. So 46,000 all-ticket capacity crowd here afternoon, and certainly the majority, as you would expect, Rangers fans, but Aberdeen have brought down a sizeable support, which is on the Jockstein terracing away to our right. There's an early touch for Jim Beck, he plays it to Richardson. This is Brian Grant. So no changes from Rangers. We have Dale Gordon and Alexei Mikhailichenko on the bench. Aberdeen have already committed Lee Richardson for the injured Roy Aitken. They have Scott Booth as their other substitute. So it's Jim Beck pouncing on the loose ball. Aberdeen will be looking to his experience in this second half to get them back into the game. There's David Winnie providing the cross. It's headed away by John Brown. Richardson's in there for Aberdeen, but the offside flag goes up on the far side. John Love there, the far side linesman from Lanarkshire. McLeish getting in the header there against Haitley. It's a turn by McCall, who scored for Rangers after 13 minutes. Andy Gorham confidently striding out of his area. He had a couple of excellent saves in the first half. Again, a few mistakes being made in these early stages. Few nerves still being shown. Here's McPherson for Rangers to Ferguson. McPherson again to Trevor Stephen. This is Richard Goff. Richardson running into a bit of trouble there, but Aberdeen survive all right. Alec McLeish playing in his 12th Hampden final this afternoon. 5 of them in the Scottish Cup, where he won on every occasion. But his mind very much on this game. Here come Aberdeen now. Can they get themselves back into things? It's Grant playing it into the middle. He's in there again, and John Brown injured himself there, making the challenge. The ball has gone behind for a goal kick. John Brown taking quite a hefty knock.
Yeah, it was good defending there initially by Richard Gough. The Shearer was looking about there at the near post, but it looks here as if John Brown's got a nasty one.
Well, Rangers will be hoping that the player recovers here, but they do have good cover in that David McPherson could easily move from the right back area to central defence. But they do have the cover, but it really was quite a hefty one he took.
Yeah, I think it looks as if he might have damaged his right knee with that one. It was a brave tackle, as you would expect from John Brown, but doesn't look comfortable at all.
So Walter Smith, the Rangers manager, out there. And there's Alexei Mikhailichenko, the Ukrainian, who cost Rangers £2.3 million from Sampdoria.
Well, hopefully he'll continue in this game, but as you said, Jerry, they've got David McPherson that they can put into the centre of defence, and probably put Stuart McCall into a defensive role as well. Of course, he's played right back on a few occasions for Rangers this season and played quite well.
So John Brown is back on his feet, and there's no way he'll want to leave the field. He really has picked up an amazing number of medals over the last few years with Rangers. He always seems to be in at the conclusion of championships and cup finals, cup competitions. But, he's back on his feet now. That was Winnie's clearance, nudged on there by Patalainen. This is Shearer looking for Jess. Jess heading into space there, looking for Patalainen, but the cover provided by David McPherson. Again, the pass back goal forcing Andy Gorham to move it forward quickly, but that could be to Rangers' advantage. It's Ian Durrant switching the play to Ali McCoist. This is Stuart McCall. Trevor Stephen has a bit of space over here on the right. Just sit down. McPherson clipping it forward. Headed away by Gary Smith. Patalainen got the touch there, but it's Richard Gough stepping in now for Rangers. Giving it away to Jim Bett. It's missed there by Brown. Unfortunately for Rangers, David Robertson had the pace to get back there and deal with Ian Jess. But a bit of slackness there.
Yeah, I think John Brown maybe just toiling a little bit with that knee injury, but it was good defending by David Robertson. He spotted the through ball from Bett, trying to find Ian Jess, and just tucked in behind John Brown and cleared the danger.
And, Richard Gough apologising to teammates there because initially he had given it away. Well, you see Gough is wearing blue bicycle shorts there, and the ruling this season is that these shorts are supposed to be the same colour as the white shorts there, but hasn't been spotted by the referee. But, I think referees have enough to contend with these days, with all the different law changes there have been, to be bothering with something like that. When he clips it forward, it's headed away by Brown, only as far as Richardson. Well, Aberdeen really have to do something fairly soon here. Gorham's kick. Haitley made a bit of space for himself there. Durrant was quickly closed down though by Brian Grant. Stephen Wright sending a long one forward for Patalainen. He uses his height and strength here against Gough. It's Shearer playing it through, and good defending by David McPherson, getting in just ahead of Jim Bett to head the ball into the hands of Andy Gorham. Jess laying it off to Richardson. Stephen Wright motoring through. But disappointing end to it all. The ball drifts out of play for the goal kick. Well, Andy Gorham there was Walter Smith's first signing for £1 million from Hibernian. He was ever present last season when he had 20 shutouts. Again, 10 shutouts this season, and very much at the peak of his form.
Yeah, he's had a great season, and as you say, been a terrific signing for Rangers. And personally, I doubt if there's a better goalkeeper in Britain, although Fierce Elders isn't far behind.
Of course, Andy Gorham will be a crucial figure for Rangers in the return European tie at Elland Road. But this afternoon, their thoughts are on winning the League Cup, and they get themselves a free kick conceded there by Ian Jess. Foul there on David Robertson.
Well, this often happens when David Robertson's involved, because he's so strong running forward and gets such terrific pace that players often dive in. He just nicks the ball away from them with tremendous pace, and Rangers have now got a free kick.
So it's Durant who sends it in. McPherson's in there. Trevor Stephen just failed to keep that one in play, and it had gone behind for the goal kick. Well, a lot of people expected Trevor Stephen to be on the bench this afternoon because he has battled against injury, but he's certainly come through this so far with flying colours. The free kick goes Rangers' way. And it will be Richard Goff to take it. The Rangers skipper, who recently won his 60th cap against Switzerland. He missed the last game against Portugal though because of suspension. He's got 3 Big Cup winners' medals to his credit so far. So he takes the kick there with the Rangers fans in full voice. David Robertson knocking it forward. And Ferguson laying it off there to McPherson. McCoy's up there, and McCoy's has been quiet so far, but the minute you say that, he invariably does something. And Ferguson wins the corner there.
Yeah, that's good defensive play with David Winnie here. Ian Ferguson, strong, powerful runner, but not quick enough to get past David Winnie in that situation.
David McPherson has moved forward, so too has Richard Goff. But Durant plays a short one to Trevor Stephen. Stephen again. Well, McPherson seemed to be nudged there. Patalainen it was who was involved, and it was Patalainen who got the ball clear. Rangers have it again. It's McCall playing it through to McPherson. This is McCoist. And the offside flag is up on this near side. So the free kick to Aberdeen. Well, David McPherson found himself a bit of space initially, but Rangers couldn't capitalise, and the offside flag was raised.
Just when you think Rangers had started the second half a bit flat, suddenly coming back into the game again. I mean, a crowd of players at the back post here from Trevor Stevens' cross. Well, it was hard enough for us to decide what happened with a video replay, so you can imagine how difficult it was for referee Dougie Hope.
A nice little backward header there again from McPherson, taking the pressure off his defence. Italy going for it with McLeish. Gary Smith knocks it forward. It's returned there by McPherson. Nice little touch there by Trevor Stephen. He takes the return from Ali McCoist. It's through now for Haitley. It was Stephen Wright coming across, but Gary Smith caught there by McCoist. This is Winnie. Aiming it at Shearer. Now it's Jess. Grant's breaking through on the right side. Stephen Wright is galloping forward on his outside, and he's taken out of the play by Stuart McCall. The free kick awarded to Aberdeen. Well, McCall pleading his case, but the referee was well up with the play.
Yeah, it was good positive play by Brian Grant, running at the defence, and Stuart McCall upends them.
So Richardson getting in the cross, and easily taken by Andy Gorham. Well, Andy Gorham chasing his first League Cup medal. And he sends the ball out of play because Trevor Stephen has taken a knock and requires some treatment. Oh, Dale Gordon is getting ready to come on. There he is wearing number 14. Well, he's only started 4 matches this season, but that's a disappointing sight again for Rangers, and they'll be hoping to have Trevor Stephen fit for the return European tie at Elland Road, but he certainly looks quite distressed there. But Dale Gordon coming into the fray. His last match was towards the end of August in the 4-3 defeat at Dundee, which was Rangers' only defeat so far this season. There's Haitley now for Rangers. And the ball went out of play by Gary Smith. David McPherson it is to take it. And an early touch for Dale Gordon, and he wins the throw-in. That just shows you the strength of the Rangers squad when £1 million players are coming off the bench. But just the 1 goal in it so far. McCall for Rangers after 13 minutes of the first half, and here comes McCall again. Well, the ball taking a bit of a deflection there. McCall, of course, has scored 2 cup final goals at Wembley for Everton, but he ended up in the losing side that day against Liverpool. And they're having another crack at goal there. Good interception by Richard Gough, but runs into trouble there. Down to Richardson, but it's Rangers throw.
I just wonder if that'll upset Rangers' rhythm a bit, Trevor Stephen going off, because he's knocked a lot of very good crosses into the Aberdeen box. But as you say, Jerry, it's not bad when you can look across to the bench and bring on somebody like Dale Gordon.
Well, here comes McCall. He's got Durant to his outside. This is Durant trying to take on Brian Grant. He just keeps that one in play. Flipped back to him by Stephen Wright. Some cool defending there. David Robertson stepping in for Rangers, winning it well. This is McCall. Through to McCoist, who's onside. Robertson providing a cross. Haitley's header! Well, good incisive play by Rangers. Again, it was David Robertson who began it all there with a good challenge.
Yeah, terrific cross again by David Robertson. Mark Haitley does really well to get his head to this one, because the ball was curling away from him. And pretty accurate with it as well, just slid past the post.
There's Patalainen in there battling for Aberdeen. Breaks to Shearer, now it's Grant. So 60 minutes gone. Rangers 1, Aberdeen 0. And there's Scott Booth, the 20-year-old striker, just getting ready to come on. And manager Willie Miller knows that he really must start pushing more players forward now to get Aberdeen back into this game. Here comes David Winnie. And comfortably handled again by Andy Gorham. Haitley and McLeish going for it. Haitley gets the touch. Well, claims for handball against Ali McCoy, so the referee waving play on. And that was just inches away. Well, Snelders is incensed there. He's shouting out towards the linesman. The referee telling him to calm down.
Yeah, the Aberdeen defender's very unhappy with this one. It looks as if Ali McCoy has pushed this one down with his arms. Ends up getting a great shot into a very tight angle. You see it once again here. Now, does it come off his arms? Looks like it did to me. But he does really well in this situation. He got a good, powerful shot here. Very tight angle.
Well, Ali McCoy's coming close there. Meanwhile, Jim Bett has come off, and obviously he doesn't have the match fitness after missing 6 games. And Scott Booth coming on. He came on as a substitute last week at Falkirk and scored a goal. Well, I've seen Booth and Jess in action together before, and they can be a formidable partnership. But this is Shearer. Oh, a terrific goal! Duncan Shearer, 62 minutes. Well, he just turned and thundered the ball past the helpless Andy Gorham. 62 minutes gone, his 12th goal of the season and his 5th in this cup competition. What a terrific strike by Duncan Shearer.
A great ball in from David Winnie here, terrific ball. Shearer just gets in front of Goff, great control by Shearer in the first touch, terrific. What a strike, gave Andy Gorham no chance at all. Lovely little first touch here, just wheels on it and cracks a right foot shot past Andy Gorham, which gave him no chance whatsoever. They've got a cracker of a game in their hands now.
So Aberdeen right back in this match. And of course, if it's still level after 90 minutes, it goes to half an hour's extra time and penalties if need be, but that should raise the temperature of the game now. And here's the Rangers substitute, Dale Gordon, taking on David Winnie. Dale Gordon doing well, getting in the cross. Ian Durrant struggling there to get to it, and it's cleared, partly cleared by Ian Jess. It's picked up now by Stuart McCall for Rangers. Well, that was Winnie getting his head to the ball. It goes behind for the corner. Oh, what a marvellous goal that was by Duncan Shearer. But now it's Aberdeen facing pressure again. It was McCoy's to put in the cross, and Winnie heading it behind for the corner. So John Brown is moving to the edge of the box. McPherson's up there. Goff has remained at the back this time. An indication that Rangers know they have a real challenge in their hands now. That's John Brown's cross up, and the ball tipped over the bar there from McPherson's header. Snelder's got the merest touch to it. Rangers have the corner kick.
Yeah, well, it never quite get cleared properly here. Snelder's clawing at the ball there, lands to John Brown, good right-footed cross. David McPherson gets up against the defender here, and Snelder just tips it over the crossbar.
McPherson coming close, he's still up there as Ian Durrant prepares to take the corner for Rangers. Well, McPherson in there again, but this time the ball drifts over the crossbar. But he's in a good match, David McPherson, both in an attacking sense and defensively. But Rangers now about to make another substitution. Alexei Mikhailichenko will come on for Richard Goff. Now Richard Goff is obviously struggling with injury, wearing those bicycle shorts this afternoon. Possibly the groin injury, which kept him out for 4 games, is affecting him again. So Alexei Mikhailichenko comes into the fray. Well, he scored against Aberdeen earlier this season in the league match at Ibrox, and he's maybe just the player to lift Rangers again. John Brown moving in there. So David McPherson has moved in alongside John Brown in the centre-back positions. McCall has gone to full-back, and Mikhailichenko will play in that wide left role. There he is, trying to get himself involved in the match. Well, I think a few dramas to unfold here before the afternoon is over. Rangers have lost their skipper and have lost Trevor Stephen. And this will be a real test now for the Rangers defence, because the likes of Patalainen there will go in there knocking them about. But this is Durrant for Rangers, laying it off to Robertson. Well, for a long spell, Rangers held the lead, but that marvellous strike by Duncan Shearer bringing Aberdeen right back into the game. And now Rangers having to switch things around. Perhaps the balance is just starting to swing Aberdeen's way. This is McCall now in his right back row. He plays it to Ian Durrant. He almost squeezed it through again to McCall.
Yeah, I think they were looking for a penalty there, Stuart McCall. He feels that Lee Richardson clipped him in the heels there, but that's been a tremendous jolt to Rangers, that Shearer goal, because really it has to be said that Duncan Shearer was having something of a quiet game. But both sides will need to watch now with injury problems. Both sides use their substitute, and we may well have extra time yet.
So it's McLeish going for it with Haitley. It goes Haitley's way, switches it to Alexei Mikhailichenko. So he gets a second bite at it. This is Ian Ferguson. McCall. Well, he sees a gap there, and he drives the ball forward. Well, he was right to have a blast, a little opening there for him, and he decided to go for it.
He's getting into a few forward positions in this match today. Stuart McCall, of course, scored the first Rangers goal, then had another shot in the first half that sailed over the bar. Now he's playing in a more defensive role, but still finding time to get up and having a pot at Theo Snelders.
A real challenge now, Gordon, for this reconstituted Rangers defence, because you look at the likes of Jess and Booth and Shearer and Patalainen, all capable of scoring goals.
Yeah, well, certainly with the loss of Richard Goff, I think Aberdeen will be fancying their chances if they can get crosses into the box. But Dave McPherson's no slouch when it comes to that either. And of course John Brown attacks the ball well defensively, but it's something we'll have to be aware of.
And Aberdeen win the free kick. McCall it was who conceded it, so he's clearly unhappy with the decision. So again, the referee was right up with the play. I don't think Rangers can have any real complaint there. Willie Miller having a quick look at his watch there. Will he leave Hampden after his first final as a manager as a winner? He won his first League Cup medal at the age of just 21. We're going to take another one away as manager this afternoon. But here come Aberdeen now. It's Winnie sending a ball and it's headed away by John Brown at full stretch there. This is Ian Jess knocking it back to Grant. And McCall happy to let that go out of play for the throw-in. So Dale Gordon to Ian Ferguson. Ferguson running into trouble here. And Scott Booth it was sending the shot over the crossbar. Well, he started just 2 games this season, Scott Booth. The first 2 games of the season, he's had a few appearances on the bench. He had a bit of a chance there.
Yeah, Ian Ferguson getting caught in possession. Finally falls at Scott Booth's foot. He tried to just bend that one with pace past Andy Gorham, but over the crossbar.
Well, there's no doubt that Willie Miller must be feeling a much happier man now. All the way from the 13th minute when Stuart McCall put Rangers ahead, he must have been in a sweat, but Duncan Shearer scoring after 62 minutes. So 1 goal apiece here at the National Stadium. And almost 25 minutes of the second half gone. So it's McCall for Rangers, the confidence there to take on Mixu Patalainen. Strikes it with his right foot, looking for the head of Haitley. It's knocked down for Ali McCoy, who's had a very lean afternoon so far. This is Mikhailichenko. Robertson's racing down the left, he knocks it inside to McCoist. McCoist trying to unlock the Aberdeen defence here. He's forced to knock it back to Ian Ferguson. Good crossfield pass to McCall. Plays it now to Dale Gordon. Rangers with plenty of players forward here, and the ball comes off David Winnie and goes behind for the corner to Rangers. Well, that's a signal for McPherson and Brown to move forward. So they've left just 1 player back, Rangers. So McCall is going back now to join Robertson as Durant takes the corner kick. Seen Ferguson getting his head to it. It's Durant again. Chested down by McPherson. This is John Brown to Alexei Mikhailichenko. Oh, marvellous save by Theo Snelders. Well, the Dutchman foiling the Ukrainian.
Yeah, the ball comes across here for Ian Durant. Knocked down, lands at John Brown's feet. He picks out Alexei Mikhailichenko, who finds time and space there at the corner of the box and whacks a great shot. And a magnificent save by Theo Snelders.
So another corner to Rangers. Ian Durant it is to take it. Dale Gordon getting a little touch there. McPherson's in there. Snelders gets a fist to it. It's Mikhailichenko. It's headed away by Winnie. Ian Ferguson. And it's well wide of target, but again there was a chance here for Rangers. Aberdeen not quite clearing the lines effectively.
Yes, all sorts of things happen in this game. The ball at this one, Snelders has got, once again, not a particularly good punch. It lands to McPherson, but young Scott Booth goes out here and closes him down quickly, just enough to put him off having a good strike at goal.
So Ian Ferguson had a terrific shot in the first half. You can see him urging on his players. Terrific strike in the first half, which come off the post, but well, not so happy with that particular effort. Well, one of the Aberdeen players on the ground inside the 6-yard area, Mixu Patalainen, the Finnish World Cup striker, who took a knock there as he clashed with David McPherson. Well, he's back on his feet. He's lost twice here at Hampden with Dundee United to Celtic and to Motherwell. He'll be hoping for a happier time this afternoon. Well, I think that's some lucky white heather Willie Miller's got in his lapel there. And possibly a red rose as well. Here's Mikhailichenko for Rangers. McLeish had to dig in well there. Now it's Lee Richardson stepping away from Ferguson, who's chasing after him. That was good play by Ian Ferguson. Here he is again. It's Dale Gordon. Well, a bit of temper shown by Dale Gordon there after he was challenged by David Winnie. He raised his boot there against the Aberdeen player. A flash of temper from the Rangers substitute.
Yeah, it's got to be said that's been a bit of a lunch here with Davy Winnie, and Dale Gordon reacts badly to it, swings his boot round, appears to catch David Winnie. David Winnie now down in the ground receiving treatment, but it was a rash challenge in the first place.
I think possibly he hurt himself in the initial challenge. It was certainly of the rash variety, there's no doubt about that. He took the Rangers player right out of the game, and you see the reaction there, but I think he was hurt by his own challenge. So the game restarts with the throw-in. McCoy's battling away there, he does well, he gets it to Dale Gordon. And Gordon knocked off the ball by Gary Smith, the free kick awarded to Rangers. Well, the game finally balanced here. Gordon going on the outside of the defender and just pushed off the ball. So the free kick quickly taken by McCall, looking for McCoist. And Gary Smith it was who knocked it out of play. So the throw to Rangers to be taken by McCall. This is Ian Ferguson. Back it goes to Robertson. Well, that was risky to say the least, but the free kick is awarded to Rangers, but really in a one-to-one, the last man back, and taking on the forward player, he really was risking it here.
Yeah, I think Duncan Shearer had just closed him down that quickly, tries to drag the ball inside him. Duncan Shearer's momentum carries him forward, and it knocks Davy Robertson to the ground.
Walter Smith there, shouting some instructions. Meanwhile, it's Hateley chesting it down, looking for McCoist. Long clearance from Winnie. So 75 minutes played here at Hampden Park. Rangers 1, Aberdeen 1. This is Ian Durant. It breaks now to Dale Gordon. That was Ian Jess back helping in defence. It's picked up now by Mixu Patalainen. He switches the play to Scott Booth. He finds the other substitute, Lee Richardson. The switch of play now to Stephen Wright. The high win from Wright. It's cut out by McCall. Picked up now by Dale Gordon. This is Ian Durant. Firing it forward for Hateley to chase, but that one was just a bit on the ambitious side. And the ball goes out for the throw to Aberdeen. In there at Patalainen, but it's John Brown who got his head to it. White clipping it forward. Patalainen's in there again. Long ball from Jess, but again it's overhit.
Yeah, it was a pity that one was overhit for Aberdeen's point of view, because it was a great run forward, but just Ian Jess, it was a disappointing through ball.
So both sets of players will look to keep things as calm as possible here. We're entering a crucial phase of the match. The official attendance just handed to me, 45,298. So here come Rangers. It's played through to Ali McCoist. Nice, well challenged though by Gary Smith. Nice little turn there by Jess. He's challenged though by Mikhailichenko. Now it's Robertson breaking forward for Rangers. The fans getting right behind him. A huge roar going up as it's played through to Mikhailichenko. And it goes behind for the goal kick. Well, he's so quick, this man. He thinks so quickly. He looks a bit lackadaisical at times, but he can make openings out of nothing.
Yeah, once again, it was a terrific run forward with Davy Robertson, and Mikhailichenko collects the ball on the edge of the box and fires that one just past Theo Snelder's right-hand post. But Davy Robertson's had a magnificent game here this afternoon. He's made one great run after another forward, and of course defended very well indeed as well.
So that's Hampden at its capacity this afternoon, just under 46,000 before the refurbishment starts. The record crowd for this final was back in 1965, an Old Firm match, 107,000. So it's certainly changed days. This will be the last major match here at the National Stadium now for about a year. Well, here come Aberdeen again. It's Ian Jess playing it through to Shearer. This is Patalainen. He steps away from McCall. It's cut out though by Ian Ferguson. Played through to Ali McCoist. He does well to get away from Gary Smith. Now it's Mikhailichenko. Durant. Mikhailichenko again. Well, that's a good play by Mikhailichenko. Well, he really is taking a grip of this game. That's his third attempt at goal since coming on, and again some delightful play from him. He was in at the beginning of the move and he linked well there with Ian Durant.
I think he'd probably a little bit more time there than he thought. I think he snatched at that one eventually, because it was a lovely little body swerve inside and it threw the Aberdeen defence a bit. He'd maybe a little bit of time there to just give that a little bit of a nudge rather than snatch at the shot, which he did.
And McPherson climbing for it. It breaks through to John Brown. This is Robertson. It's aimed at the head of Haitley. He gets a little nudge on to McCoy. Here's Durant. It's Haitley. Rangers pouring players forward here, but Haitley trying to go on the outside of Alec McLeish, and the ball ran behind for the goal kick. Well, Mark Haitley is carrying a bit of an injury at the moment. He's got quite a bad bruise just behind his left leg, and I know he was struggling a bit in the match against Leeds the other night, but possibly still bothering him. But both he and Ali McCoist have a clean picking so far this afternoon. But here's McCoist, and comfortably headed by Alec McLeish.
You just wonder how much that midweek game against Leeds United will take out of Rangers, particularly if they go into extra time. Obviously Aberdeen have had a week to prepare properly for this game. Rangers have not had that luxury.
So McPherson actually gets it under control, leaves it to Durant. Now it's Ferguson to Mikhailichenko. Robertson goes off on a run again. And the ball's out of play. So the throw to Aberdeen, quickly taken by Stephen Wright. There he is again to Grant. He's closed down by Ian Durant, and that's Aberdeen's ball. It's cut out by Mikhailichenko. Dale Gordon. Well, no problem at all for Theo Snelders. Dale Gordon rather disappointed.
Yeah, I don't think we're too happy with that one. Not one of his better efforts. But in saying that, he never really had much time to control the ball. Had to hit that one quickly because he was getting closed down so quickly with the Aberdeen defence.
So just about 8.5 minutes to go. And we could be heading for another extra time encounter. Of course, these teams went to extra time in 1987. It was the first major final to be decided in penalties. But here come Aberdeen. It's Ian Jess, and it goes high and wide. Of course, these two sides gave us 3 classic finals at that stage.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a chance here for Aberdeen. If he'd maybe nudged it a little bit further forward with his chest there, he never landed a bit close to his feet, which gave Alexei Mikhailichenko time to come, close him down a little bit, and Ian Jess had to hurry his shot eventually.
Here comes Richardson, who's onside. Robertson now has the pace to challenge him all the way, and the ball's kept in play by Andy Gorham. That was excellent defending by Robertson. Richardson had looked as though he'd got away from the defence. looking rather square on that occasion. Something Rangers will have to guard against. But here they come now through McCall to McCoist. McCall again. McCoist leaving it to Dale Gordon. This is Ian Durant. Ian Ferguson is blocked by McLeish. John Brown punching the loose ball. It's headed away by Richardson. It's McCall stepping in for Rangers. Well, they get the break of the ball there to Ferguson. That's Mikhailichenko. This is Ian Durant. He's got John Brown over to his left. Brown going in the run there, but it's played to Mikhailichenko. Ali McCoy's in there. And a long clearance from Winnie. Gives the throw in to Rangers.
That was a great bit of defending there by Gary Smith, because Ali McCoy, for about the first time in this match, found a little bit of space inside the box, and Gary Smith made a tremendous block. He's a young player that impresses me more and more every time I see him.
And that's Rangers' throw. But, I think David Winnie will require some treatment here. Involved in a clash there with Dale Gordon.
Actually, they'll be hoping Davy Winnie gets back up in his feet, because we've been mentioning how well Davy Robertson's been playing, but Davy Winnie's had a great game defensively, and of course it was him that knocked in that nice little ball for Duncan Shearer's goal. He's had a really good game at left back for Aberdeen today.
So David Winnie recovers, a player who has been playing Premier League football since the age of 17, and he costed on £265,000 from St Mirren. And he certainly played well this afternoon. Meanwhile, Aberdeen have the free kick just outside their area. And Theo Snelders coming out of his area to take it. Well, goalkeepers becoming more and more involved in outfield play nowadays. Although don't mention that to Graham Souness as regards Bruce Grubble up. So there's Winnie getting the touch. It's Richardson switching the play to Stephen Wright. Well cut out by Robertson. It's played forward towards McCoist again. He's policed by Gary Smith. He lays it off though to Ian Durant. Here's McCoist again. Dale Gordon's breaking at the right. McCoist shot. Oh, that's a marvellous diving save by Snelders, who watched it all the way. Well, Dale Gordon was breaking to the right, but McCoist, well, being the type of striker he is, decided to have a blast.
Yeah, well, every striker, they always fancy their chances. A fair enough effort, but I think you're fully expecting Theo Snelders to save that one.
Nicely done. So here come Rangers again. And it's Dale Gordon. It's a bit of a hash of that one. Richardson plays it through. He's trying to find Shearer, but John Brown's got a bit of time. I feel McCoist could have played that ball to Dale Gordon there, but if Ali sees half a chance of a goal, he goes for it. And with his track record, you can't blame him. 25 goals so far this season. So just 4 minutes left here at Hampden Park. Rangers 1, Aberdeen 1. And extra time looming. But the referee is calling over Dale Gordon. And you see the reason why. Disgraceful play there by the Rangers substitute. And called over by Douglas Hope. Well, that's the second time he's reacted in that type of way since he's come onto the field.
Yeah, I think the initial foul was on Ali McCoist here. This looks like a foul to me. Nudges him off the ball, and then, well, this is a bad lunge by Dale Gordon, and fully deserved his booking there.
So the Aberdeen player, Lee Richardson, has recovered. The yellow card has been shown to Dale Gordon. So 3 minutes left. This is Dale Gordon. Well, can he make amends here? He finds Ali McCoist. This is Mikhailichenko. Ian Ferguson, that's punched away by the goalkeeper. Well, Snelldo's under real pressure there. But the ball eventually going behind for the goal kick.
Yeah, it was a good patient build-up here. Mikhailichenko picks it up in the edge of the box. Right foot, good first touch being Ferguson onto his left foot, and another powerful shot. Eventually lands at his feet again and then balloons it over the bar. But he certainly had one or two impressive strikes in this game, and then his shot in the first half, which hit the post, is one of the hardest shots I've seen this season.
It's McPherson's header. Picked up by Gary Smith. So there are 2 minutes left. The decision goes Rangers' way. The free kick. It's Ferguson playing it to Mikhailichenko. Oh, it's a good ball through to Robertson. Can Rangers snatch it here? And it was Grant sliding in there and sending the ball high over his own crossbar. Ali McCoy was in the thick of it there. So the corner goes to Rangers.
Yeah, it's a great through ball inside. Just maybe takes one touch too many here, David Robertson. Should maybe have delivered that cross earlier.
So in comes the corner kick. It's Patalainen back helping in defence, and he knocks it out of play for another corner kick to Rangers. Just over a minute left. Snelldo's commits himself and he handles it well. So we're now inside the final minute. Rangers 1, Aberdeen 1. Aberdeen now breaking through, it's Shearer. And Robertson did just enough there. Eventually it was Brown who cleared it, but it's chested down by Haitley to Durant. And the ball's out of play for the throw to Rangers. And the final seconds ticking away. And extra time looming. As I said, the 1987 final went to extra time. Rangers won on that occasion on penalties 5-3, but here they come. It's Mikhailichenko, and the ball breaking away from Dale Gordon to go behind for the goal kick to Aberdeen. So the referee has checked his watch. He's looked out towards the linesman. So just seconds remaining here at Hampden Park. Douglas Hope there, just ready to blow the whistle. So we're into time being added on here as McPherson gets in the header for Rangers. Stephen Wright knocks it forward, takes the return. Shearer's in there again, laying it off. And this time it goes behind for the goal kick to Rangers. So both sets of players now will be resigned to another half hour. Andy Gorham looking quite relaxed there. And of course he moved from Hibs last year, and they went on to win the League Cup, so he's desperate to win his first Skull Cup medal. Still play goes on, it's Haitley. Durant's in there, and Patalainen wins it. But there goes the final whistle. So the full-time score here: Rangers 1, Aberdeen 1. Rejoin us after the break. Come back to Hampden Park. Extra time just about to begin. Ali McCoy, you can see, has taken over the captaincy for Rangers in the absence of Richard Gough. Alec McLeish, of course, the Aberdeen skipper. Well, the last thing Rangers would want to do was go to extra time after the exertions against Leeds United in midweek. As Gordon was saying earlier, Aberdeen had the full week to prepare for this game, but both sides have had to commit to substitutes within the normal 90 minutes, and it's going to be a really tiring afternoon for a lot of players out there.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Jerry, I mean, that was a punishing midweek European Cup tie, and if anything, you could possibly favour Aberdeen now in this extra time period, but I think the Rangers supporters will be looking to the fans now to give them a lift and get right behind the team and maybe lift those tired legs.
Well, we've had 129 goals now in this competition, this being the 37th game. Some more drama to unfold, and of course, if necessary, it goes to penalty kicks. So the first period of extra time underway. And here's Gil Gordon for Rangers. Being shadowed all the way by Patalainen. Good play by Gil Gordon. This is what Rangers want to see from him. We've seen a couple of flashes of temper from him in this match, but certainly some nice play from him there. But now it's Mixu Patalainen breaking for Aberdeen. Ball's headed away by McPherson. This is McCall. To McCoist. And Rangers happy to accept the throw-in. The Rangers were due to beat Aberdeen at Pittodrie yesterday in the championship race. That match had been put back to December 16. Here come Rangers now through Mikhailichenko. Good running there by David Robertson. And the ball coming off. Alec McLeish going behind for the corner kick. And a huge roar going up from the Rangers fans just behind Theo Snelder's goal. The Rangers fans have the Mount Florida end, the covered end, plus the whole of the north enclosure. So it's Ian Durant to take the corner kick. David McPherson is inside the 6-yard area, headed away there by Winnie. This is Durant. Ali McCoy's nice little turn and almost finding Haitley. Oh, McCoy and Haitley combining there. A lovely little turn here by the Rangers striker. So the throw in to be taken by David Robertson, who is a long throw expert. Haitley's in there, but well taken by Theo Snelders. Well, despite the loss of that bizarre goal this afternoon, he settled down well. He's had one or two excellent saves. He really was put in an impossible position with the pass back. But meanwhile, the offside flag goes up. And Rangers have the free kick, which is quickly taken. It's with Ian Durant. McCall's breaking in the right. This is Stuart McCall. I don't know what he was trying to achieve there. But, he certainly had Ian Ferguson inside him, which might have been a better pass, but it always looks easier from up here. It's McPherson's header. Winnie's in there for Aberdeen. Durant gets it for Rangers. It's laid off by McCoist to Dale Gordon. McCoist again. This is Durant. McCoist racing through. It's Ian Durant. Oh, what a marvellous effort. And well saved by Theo Snelders.
Yeah, another great effort here. Ian Durant switches it from his right foot onto his left. Terrific drive and a terrific save once again by Theo Snelders.
So Brown has come forward to join McPherson and Haitley. McPherson getting it. Brown's in there. And the ball drifting just beyond the post and the crossbar.
Yeah, that was a bit of a chance here, David McPherson. A good leap by David McPherson here, a looping header, and a little bit of a chance for John Brown, but he really couldn't guide the ball towards net.
So again, the Rangers fans in full voice. As John Brown sends it forward, looking for McCoist. In steps Brian Grant. He plays it to Mixu Patalainen. This is Shearer. McPherson has it for Rangers to Ian Ferguson. Back it goes to Brown. The Rangers content to knock it about at the moment. Ferguson to Robertson. Ferguson again. Mikhailichenko. Well, he's given it away here to Richardson. Now it's Scott Booth. The Rangers just being a bit over elaborate, but the referee indicates there that the player took a bit of a dive. So that's the first 5 minutes gone in this first half of extra time. David Robertson makes the challenge there. It's getting a bit tough now. And the referee will really have to stamp his authority.
Not really a great deal in that. David Robertson comes in with a strong tackle there. Well, that was followed up by another tackle by Lee Richardson.
So the referee stepping in, calming it all down. And it's John Brown to take this free kick for Rangers. Aimed at David Robertson. Well, that was the suggestion that an arm was used there by Stephen Wright. But again, the referee was well up with the play. This is John Brown. Ian Ferguson finds McCall. Gordon leaving it there to McCoist. And David Winnie reacted well. And the ball goes out for the throw to Rangers. Good defending that by David Winnie. So Ian Durant sends it to McCall, takes the return. It's McCall again. Headed away by Gary Smith. Only as far as Ian Ferguson now. It's Mikhailchenko. Nice little back heel flick. This is Ferguson. Well, I tell you what, he gives Scott Booth a surprise here, and almost surprised Theo Snelders that he's worked immensely hard this afternoon, as Ian Ferguson.
It was a good bit of play again by Ian Ferguson. This one, he just sort of toe pokes across the Aberdeen goal mouth, but no Rangers player in sight.
Well, the winners this afternoon carry off a cheque for £35,000. The runners up 25,000. I'm quite sure that's the last thing in the minds of players out there. It's more about silverware and gold medals. This is Ian Jess. He had a very good first half, but he's tended to be a bit quieter. This is McCall for Rangers to Durant. This is David Robertson. Mikhailchenko to his left, but he's been closed down by Stephen Wright. Played through now to Haitley, who's onside, and a good tackle there by Alec McLeish, but the keeper's lifted up the ball, and that will be a free kick surely. Yes, the referee has deemed it's a deliberate pass back. The goalkeeper is arguing that it was a tackle by McLeish, but the intention was obviously to get the ball back to the keeper, and the referee reacted immediately. He's awarded the free kick. One or two Aberdeen players unhappy here, and I think he's going to book the goalkeeper, because Snelders really spoke out quite a bit there. There's Willie Miller looking on, but this is an anxious moment now for Aberdeen.
Well, it was a great tackle in the first instance by Alec McLeish there, but there's no doubt about it. It came off his right foot. Snelders picked the ball up, and now we've got, well, it's just been bedlam in this box here.
It's down to the interpretation of the referee. Was it a deliberate pass back? He has said yes. It's an indirect free kick. Well, a moment of great drama here. It's played to Robertson. And eventually it was Stephen Wright who got it clear. And that's Haitley in there now. And again, it's one of those grey areas in the pass-back rule. If the referee deems that it's a deliberate pass-back, you see McLeish sliding in here. Now, is he merely tackling the Rangers player, or is he playing it back to the goalkeeper? The referee has said he's played it back to the keeper. But again, it puts referees under a lot of pressure.
Well, at least he never tried to chest that one down to your Snelders.
But again, we've seen just what the pass-back goal can mean in this particular game. It cost, as Gordon was saying, that cost Aberdeen the opening goal. So that's 10 minutes gone in this first period of extra time. Still 1 goal apiece. It was McCall for Rangers after 13 minutes and Shearer for Aberdeen after 62. And here comes Shearer again. Aberdeen pouring players forward. Good play by Shearer. And it's blocked there by McPherson. The shot had gone in from Lee Ridson, and eventually it goes behind for the goal kick. But some excellent play there on the right by Duncan Shearer.
Yeah, and some great play just before that as well, being Jess, a player that's had a very impressive afternoon. But I think big Duncan Shearer probably just dwelled a little bit there on his cross, because Paatelainen had made a terrific run to the near post, but he just took that one touch too many.
So the long kick from Gorham. Shearer's in there again with Robertson, and the ball goes Aberdeen's way. Good turn there by Scott Booth, but again the pace of Robertson proving quite crucial for Rangers. He got back well there and made a very good tackle indeed. So the throw in to Aberdeen, and Paatelainen, the long throw expert. Alec McLeish has moved onto the 6-yard line. And it's aimed in his direction too far though. It's headed away by McPherson, and it was Ian Ferguson getting the further touch. This is Stephen Wright running into trouble. It's Alexei Mikhailichenko. He needs some support here. He does well to hold on to possession. So 3 minutes of this first half of extra time to go as Durant clips it forward. It's cut out though by Stephen Wright. And Mikhailichenko left his foot in there and he's injured the Aberdeen player. Well, play going on. Stephen Wright still on the ground. This is Richardson, and he spotted that his teammate is injured, and he knocks the ball out of play. Well, it happened there in a clash with Alexei Mikhailichenko.
I don't think there's any question it was a foul, but Dougie Hope waved play on because it was to Aberdeen's advantage. But as we've mentioned, since both substitutes have been used, it's crucial that neither side have any more players go off the field.
So Hampden Park, with this crowd of 45,298, witnessing all the drama of extra time. Well, these sides have provided us with some classics over the years in 1987, 1988 and 1989. Happily for Aberdeen, Stephen Wright appears to have recovered. Of course, both substitutes have been used by both sides, so he'll just really have to get on with it. So McLeish now, the long one forward. It's headed down by John Brown, cut by David Robertson. The long one aimed at Ellie McCoist, but the offside flag had gone up. McCoist and Haitley had strayed forward. Gary Smith with the free kick. And that was a crucial challenge there by David McPherson on Scott Booth. So we're inside the final minute of this first half of extra time. Scott Booth has taken a bit of a knock, but he's back on his feet. And while play continues with Rangers in possession, it's McCall playing it through to McCoist. And he's fouled there by Alec McLeish. McLeish is furious. It's quickly taken up to Ian Durant. Mikhailichenko's in there. It's swept away by Stephen Wright. Well, Rangers took that free kick while Alec McLeish was still complaining bitterly about the decision, and Aberdeen almost paid the price there. It was Durant who just flicked it into the path of Mikhailichenko, and Stephen Wright reacted really well. So Rangers have it again. It's Durant. Nice little turn by Durant. McCoist was in there, and it's a goal kick. So McCoist feels he perhaps should have done better there. So It's the 15 minutes up as the referee checks his watch and looks over towards the linesman. And there goes the whistle. So still 1 goal apiece here at Hampden Park. Walter Smith looking rather anxious. But we now prepare for the final 15 minutes of the dramas which have been unfolding here at the National Stadium. Both sides will be given a minute or two to get themselves sorted out.
I think full credit to Rangers, because in that first period of extra time they've looked every bit as fresh as as Aberdeen. But there's nothing in this game at all, and I wouldn't be at all surprised to see this go to penalty kicks now.
So it was McCall for Rangers after 13 minutes, Shearer for Aberdeen after 62 minutes, and it's Rangers who get this final part of the match underway. Immediately it's played through in the direction of McCoist. Picked up by Lee Richardson for Aberdeen there. There's Robertson, who's had an excellent game, attacking the ball well. But Haitley losing out. Gary Smith playing it forward. It's through now to Ian Durant for Rangers. One of these surging runs of his, looking for McCoist. And again Aberdeen stand firm. Again it was Gary Smith. Rangers pushing forward now. And McPherson shot well wide of target. Rangers showing plenty of determination. Walter Smith looks as if he's out for a Sunday afternoon stroll, but I'm quite sure the nerves are jangling. This is the one trophy that he's still to win as a manager. The Rangers fans trying to lift their team through these final stages. Mikhailichenko running into trouble. He was lost out there to Brian Grant. This is Ian Jess. He's tackled there by David Robertson. The throw-in goes Aberdeen's way. Jess in no particular hurry here. It's Richardson playing it to Grant. And through to Patalainen. Promptly gives it away, but it breaks through the offside flag. The offside flag had been up there against Scott Booth. The flag was raised immediately.
Yeah, I don't think Andy Gorham was taking any chances whether it was offside or not. And Scott Booth just goes in front of the defender here, just a touch offside. It's still a good save by Andy Gorham, very alert goalkeeping.
Well, Scott Booth, you can see he's still limping. He took a knock towards the end of the first period of extra time. But with both sides committing their substitutes during the 90 minutes, they have to get on with it. Here comes Shearer. And he loses out to John Brown. Well, still 1 goal apiece here. Gordon playing it through, looking for Haitley. Oh, Haitley does well to retain possession. It's promptly given away. Picked up now by Gary Smith. Brian Grant sending it forward. And McPherson's in there just ahead of Booth. This is McCall. Well, there's so many tired players out there now. It could be just one mistake that decides this 47th League Cup final. Both of these sides played in the very first final back in 1947. The game won 4-0 by Rangers, but a much tighter affair here this afternoon. There's Mikhailichenko playing it to McCoist, and it's swept behind by David Winnie for the corner. So nice close play there by Rangers. And David McPherson and John Brown will move forward for the corner kick. David Robertson stays back there with McCall to keep an eye on Booth. Ian Durant with the corner. Durant again. Onto his left foot. Headed away there by Patalainen, back helping in defence. It's picked up now by Ian Ferguson. McPherson to McCall. This is Robertson floating it forward. McCoy's getting a little touch. And Elliot McLeish got in just ahead of Haitley. McCall for Rangers to Brown, who's quickly closed down. Dale Gordon. And Rangers content to knock it about. This is Ian Durant. Just taking on too much there, Ian Durant. Now a chance for Aberdeen to counter-attack. It's Ian Jess. Challenged out by McCall and Ferguson, but Jess doing well. This is Brian Grant. Stepping away from Mikhailichenko. Through it goes to Shearer. Well, he had two players in the middle, but he decided to have a blasted goal.
Yeah, I think he'd have been far better off here squaring this one across the goal. I mean, it was a great strike for his goal in the first half, but I mean that one was a little bit on the ambitious side.
You can see him apologising to his teammates there. Patalainen and Booth were well forward. So 20 minutes of extra time gone, still 1 goal apiece. A good ball forward for Haitley to chase. He's in there with Gary Smith. A real tussle going on there, and Haitley is being called over by the referee. The two players got entangled.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question here. A little bit of a tangle here. Matt Haitley tries to rip the shirt off Gary Smith, and that was that was a nasty foul by Matt Haitley, and a well-deserved booking. But Gary Smith is a young player that has played with so much composure in the heart of the Aberdeen defence. I'm quite sure Willie Miller, his manager, is delighted with him. And he might be a player that could fill that Willie Miller role for many years to come for Aberdeen.
Well, just 21 years of age and inheriting, as you say, Willie Miller's number 6 jersey. But there have been, it's not been a dirty game, but there have been one or two nasty incidents in it. There was one involving Dale Gordon, and Mark Haitley just losing the place completely here.
I think Mark Haitley nearly inherited Willie Miller's old jersey there.
But, the youngster seems none the worse after the tussle. He had an excellent semi-final, of course, against Celtic here at the National Stadium. So 4 bookings this afternoon: Gordon and Haitley of Rangers, Richardson and Snelders of Aberdeen. And Ian Durant now picking up the play for Rangers. He finds McCoy. It's Durant again. And Dale Gordon just keeping that one in play, and he gets the throw-in out of it. So we're now midway through the second period of extra time. Still 1 goal apiece. John Brown breaking forward from defence. Now it's Durant. Brown's in there again! Oh, what terrific running by John Brown. But the final effort going wide of target.
Great run forward by John Brown. Knocks a little ball in here at Durant. Terrific little chip. Finds John Brown again. Oh, that was a great chance for Rangers to seal this game. Lovely little ball in by Durant. Looks up, but comes off John Brown's shin, way behind the goal. Great opportunity for Rangers to probably snatch the lead and probably the Skull Cup.
Well, it's a second chance that's fallen to John Brown this afternoon. Both have gone wide of target. But he's certainly given terrific commitment, as you would expect. This is Ian Jess now, trying to take on Robertson. Still Jess, getting in the cross and well handled by Andy Gorham. He did well to get in that cross, Ian Jess. It's not easy to get away from David Robertson in that type of situation. But, here's McCall now for Rangers to Durant. Robertson's breaking in the left. He fires in the cross. Haitley's in there, and the ball's in the back of the net. Well, Robertson's cross went right across the defence and landed the back of the net. Walter Smith is absolutely delighted. It's Rangers 2, Aberdeen 1.
The Robertson cross comes in here, just off the top of Gary Smith's head, and in for an OG here. Good ball in, teasing cross. Oh, that was a tragedy for the Aberdeen defence. The ball comes in.
Just unlucky for the youngster.
Yeah, well, Jerry, we've just been mentioning what a terrific game he's been having. Showed tremendous composure throughout. Then a terrible thing like that happens. So unfortunate for the youngster.
Well, his first cup final at Hampden. Meanwhile, Alec McLeish is on the ground. Well, it looked as though Hateley would be the main danger there. It was David Robertson with a terrific run and cross. Hateley certainly caused some panic in the Aberdeen defence. And the ball just taking the merest flick off the defender's head. Meanwhile, Alec McLeish in a bit of trouble here.
Yeah, it's a cruel game, as you mentioned. Gary Smith, such a terrific match, then scored a dramatic own goal.
Well, I wonder what he thinks at the moment. You really can't attach any blame to him. He was just so unlucky. It was such an awkward cross. Hateley was coming in beside him. So Aberdeen with it all to do again, and they've got less than 5 minutes to react to that body blow. So really two bizarre goals that Aberdeen have lost this afternoon. The first caused by the pass-back situation, and the second an own goal. There's a certain irony that Aberdeen have scored the best goal of the match, but they're now trailing by 2 goals to 1. The final minutes ticking away. Patalainen's in there battling, and Andy Gorham has it safely for Rangers.
Well, it'll take a tremendous effort now for Aberdeen to claw their way back into this game, because Alec McLeish has pulled his hamstring and he's virtually a passenger there, the Aberdeen back four.
And that's been the injury which has haunted Alec McLeish for some time now. Of course, such a lot at stake this afternoon, because victory not only brings the cup, but it brings an automatic place in Europe. And for the first time in 16 seasons, this particular year, Aberdeen haven't been on the European stage. And this is certainly a cruel blow for them. So Rangers 2, Aberdeen 1, and just over 12 minutes have gone in this second period of extra time. Just under 3 minutes left. So the high one there from Gorham. It's played to Alec McLeish, and he's really toiling there. Well, Aberdeen lost Roy Aitken early in the game, then Rangers lost Richard Gough, and with so many games having been played already this season, the players are being forced to come into games like this when they're not maybe 100%, and when a game is played at this type of pace, obviously these injuries will become more and more apparent. Well, we really are asking too much of players these days to compete at this level and play so many games. And really, when people look back in this final, a lot of it will be looked upon because of injuries, because of stress. So Rangers win the throw-in with just under 2 minutes left. Walter Smith there, just telling his players to keep it tight. Well, it will take a huge effort from Aberdeen now to get themselves even into the penalty shootout situation. Rangers with plenty of experience. They're just trying to batten down the hatches. There's a long ball well played through to Hateley. Gary Smith losing out to Dale Gordon. Ian Durant running in support. Can Rangers finish it off with some style? There's McCall. Challenged all the way by Scott Booth. He finds Dale Gordon. So a minute left. Rangers giving the ball away to Patalainen. It's played through now for Shearer, but John Brown's in there, and he concedes the corner kick. Well, perhaps a last chance for Aberdeen to do something here. Willie Miller is unhappy now.
Well, I think he's every right to be unhappy, because obviously Dougie Hawkes now gave an offside decision against Aberdeen, but it was a good through ball for Patalainen, and Shearer for me was still onside when he made the run forward.
The referee certainly pointed out towards the corner flag, but he saw the linesman's signal. One ball played through now for Haitley. Smith's with him all the way. Good defending by Gary Smith, but there'll be no consoling him tonight.
Well, I don't think he's got anything to be ashamed of today. Just very unfortunate to lose that own goal, and for me he's been one of the star performers at Hampden here this afternoon.
Well, the referee checking his watch and looking up towards the linesman. Willie Miller looking on disconsolately. I remember when Alec Ferguson took over at Aberdeen, his first final was against Rangers and he lost it, but he went on to gain many honours with the club, and Willie Miller has certainly years ahead of him as a manager. He'll learn from this experience this afternoon, but his team very unlucky indeed in the manner in which they lost the killer goal. So we're now into time being added on. The referee again looking out towards his linesman. And there goes the final whistle. Rangers win the Scottish League Cup for the 18th time in their history, for the 8th time in the last 12 years. Jubilation among the players and supporters. You'll be back for the cup presentation. Rejoin us after the break. Back to Hampden Park. There are the victors of the afternoon, Rangers, having won the Scottish League Cup. And for Ali McCoist, a great afternoon. Ali McCoist it was who skippered Rangers throughout the closing stages, and he picks up his 7th winners' medal this afternoon to equal the record of Davy Cooper, who's here with us at Hampden this afternoon. So the Rangers players taking the salute of their supporters, and it's apt, you know, that Rangers have such a good record in this League Cup competition. It was suggested, after all, by a Rangers director, James Bowie, way back in 1939. And they have dominated it over the years, especially in recent times. It's a terrific record, 8 wins in the last 12 years, Gordon.
Yeah, it is a terrific record, and some great Rangers performances. Davy Roberts there in the picture I thought was absolutely immense at left back. Davy McPherson maybe now beginning to win the Rangers fans over after a sticky time.
Well, Ken McRobb is down there now with Stuart McCall.
Well, congratulations, Stuart. A victory in the Scott Cup final. Yeah,
and fully deserved, I thought. Obviously we've had a hard game in midweek against Leeds, and going into extra time probably people didn't fancy us, but the character of the lads were tremendous. It was, you know, we were going forward all the time and had a lot of chances. I thought it was a smashing game again. Credit to Aberdeen for putting up a good performance, but I thought we fully deserved it.
And a goal for yourself, a bonus.
Aye, amazing, eh? Yeah, delighted with that, you know, but I think we'll get his legs up tonight and a wee sing-song and enjoy yourself. Although we've got a lot of important games to come, lads will thoroughly deserve this, and we're looking forward to enjoying ourselves.
Well done, Stuart.
Cheers,
Thanks very much. Over to Jim White in the studio.
Thanks, Ken. Well, Rangers winners, 2-1. Unfortunate, though. So unfortunate, Charlie, for Smith.
Yeah, I thought he was playing. He had a great game. McCoist, he kept fairly quiet. He had an excellent game, and unfortunately he's just got a deflection off a cross, which was wasn't really going anywhere, to be honest. Just very unfortunate, very unlucky time for Aberdeen.
You took Rangers to win it, Davy, and you were right. Would you say they were worthy winners on the day?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, it's a bad way to win the cup like that with a deflected goal, but in the second half, I think out of the two teams, you always thought that Rangers were more likely to score, and that's the way it turned out in the end.
Who would you say were the key men then for Walter Smith today, Davy?
I think Ian Durrant again was outstanding. I think as the game went on, he became stronger all the time and began to run the game. Very, very good performance by him. And Stuart McCall was very good at the back.
Willie Miller will have learnt a lot today, I think, Charlie. First time as a manager at Hampden, but what can he take out of it?
I think he can get a lot of credit out of this. You know, I think his team performed particularly well at times. They had Rangers in a lot of strange positions. So I think he'll got home a lot happier anyway with his team. They've come through it a lot of these youngsters will stand them a good step for the future anyway.
Yeah, great sight at the end, I thought, Charlie. The Aberdeen supporters standing the ground and applauding their side.
Yeah, well, that's right, because they battled their way back into it. For a spell, we thought maybe Rangers were going to win 2 or 3-0. But they came back, and the Aberdeen supporters have responded.
Thanks, Charlie. Jerry, cup presentation.
And Richard Gough, who had to go off because of injury, leading his men forward, accepting the Skull Cup there from Mr. John Mackenzie, the managing director of Ballarat Breweries. And Richard Gough, for the second time as captain, lifts the cup aloft, and Andy Gorham there celebrating as well. Richard Gough now picking up the League Cup itself. And jubilation among the Rangers players, and that's a place in Europe guaranteed next season. But Ken McRobb will be having a word shortly with Walter Smith. Meanwhile, the celebrations go on among the Rangers players. Dale Gordon, the substitute there, picking up a medal. Well, he didn't think he'd be involved today, but because of various injuries, especially to Peter Houstra, allowed him to come in. David Robertson there, who had a marvellous game, and it was his cross that led to the winning goal. And another very solid performance from Ian Ferguson, who's right back to his best form. And there's one man who'll enjoy celebrations tonight, Ian Durant, who has come back to top form. Trevor Stephen, another man who had to go off this afternoon. Rangers, of course, will be worried about these injuries as they build up to the game against Leeds United. But there's Stuart McCall now, the goal scorer. Let's go back now to Jim White in the studio.
Thanks, Jay. Well, it's been some afternoon. I think we've enjoyed it, have we not, Charlie?
I enjoyed the game. I thought it was a great game. It wasn't a classic as the past has been, but it's hard to live up to the games of the past. It was a good game, I enjoyed it.
It was tough to live up to the ones from the past, David, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Not as many goals, obviously, as the 3 each and the 3-2, but the second half livened up, and a very good match.
Okay, well, that's about it for this afternoon. Rangers are the new Skull Cup holders after goals from Stuart McCall and an own goal by Gary Smith. Some friends of ours out there, Charlie. But before we go, result from Scotland's World Cup group: Malta 0, Estonia 0. But here at Hampden, the celebrations are still going on. In the meantime, from Davy Cooper, from Charlie Nicholas and myself, goodbye to you.